cannot do this yet.
So this was how I do earn money from doing UberElder. So now I'm making a video of what I currently do on this char, which is the tanky juggernaut Fire Trapp char. It throws fire traps and does inflict fire exposure. And yeah, this char is built for defense mainly. It only has about 2.8 million boss damage, pinnacle boss damage. But as you can see, it has a lot of res and also cannot be frozen. And also that a part of your armor, which is 47k, is also applied to resistances. So this is more like 88% resistance instead of the 83 you see. And I don't have a lot of chaos resistance, but for UberElder it doesn't really matter. Like, yeah. So this is the gear. It's mainly focused on defense and was not that expensive except for the Forbidden Flesh and Forbidden Flame, which did cost me 8.5 divines. And also the chest was about 8 divines. Cause I built this all in a day, so I didn't have much time to look for cheap items. So I just bought what I think would make a good deal. Kinda good. I mean, I think 8 divines is too much for this chest. But well, it has malevolence effect +1 to maximum res. It has increased mana reservation efficiency, has a lot of life, and it has 1 good defense stat and good armor. But I originally didn't want to pay 8 divines, but yeah, that's what it is. And also the awakened burning damage is a bit expensive, a few divines. But yeah, the belt did cost me around 1 divine, I think. And the jewel was probably also 1 divine, the weapon 1 divine. The shield I think was about 1 divine, because I wanted to have kinda good stats. And yeah, overall about 23 divines. And if you don't buy the jewel, you will not have this Rumako Sunlight, which is about almost 11% of our total damage. So you would have around 2.5 million instead of 2.82 million. And I think the build would still work. But yeah, I wanted to try out these flesh and flame jewels. And I had a lot of divines left, so it wasn't too dramatic. So what was the idea of this build? Why did I do it? I wanted to do UberElder fights, which you need this stuff for, because I did a lot of shaper kills on my other char, so I had lots fragments of knowledge and shape. And I buy the terror and emptiness fragments. These are about 100 chaos, and these would be 135 each, but since I do it with shaper kills, it's only 75 chaos, because I kill shaper myself. So overall, what do you do when you kill UberElder? You invest about 1 divine if you kill shaper yourself, and you have a 33% chance to drop a prismatic jewel that is worth 4.2 divines if you do not identify it. And if you have a lot of these, I would advise to identify it, because on average they are worth more than 4.2 divine. But if you only have like 3 or 4, there's a high chance 1 or 2 of it will be worth nothing. So it's best to sell it unidentified. So the average profit of a UberElder kill, like if you do this, divide through the 33% chance, would be about 0.4 divines, so 100 chaos per shaper kill. And if you do it fast, you could make like 4 divines per hour on average with it. And yeah, I was kinda bored with only killing Shaper all the time and the normal Elder, so I did want to try UberElder. And so I built a char that is absolutely focused on defense and not too much on damage. And yeah, I've gotten quite some good kills and quite a lot of prismatic jewels, so I'm now back again at 15 divines for doing a couple of UberElder kills. And yeah, I will show one of them now. And explain a bit how this works. So first you need the fragments. I have 4 of them because they were cheap, and only 1 because they're currently very expensive compared to what they did cost yesterday. Let's put in some music, because the UberElder fight has really nice music. So the idea is you fight Elder and Shaper at the same time, and they become like immortal when they have a circle around them, and then you can only damage the other one. And sometimes both have the circle around them. Then you have to kill the adds, and after some time when you killed enough adds, one of them can be hurt again. Yeah, and this build is something that I just made to kill UberElder. And you can still die, because now I wear this damage ring instead of the defense ring, but I think it's good enough that you will basically always finish the fight within 5 portals. And that's what makes the profit.
I cannot do this yet.
So
I may not
Father, no!
let's go into it. So first I will try to inflict the exposure with this, and then one of them, which is Shaper, will move to a different place. And now I have to concentrate on him. And yeah, now you see it changed. And this is not good. So yeah, now we're in. Okay, now it's an add phase, because I did enough damage against both. And you have also always the responsibility to look for Shaper's attacks, so that they can't hit you. And now we did enough damage on the adds. And we can damage the Shaper again. And now we have to be inside the circle and hope we don't get beamed. Yep. Nice evasion, and now it's an add phase again. I think I've gotten kinda okay-ish at the mechanics now. Now we have to survive the add phase again. Like these guys. And now look for Shaper. Because we have to stay inside the inner circle, but we don't want to get beamed. And we evaded. Pretty good. And evade. Yeah, nice. This was close, but we are already at the next add phase, which means the fight is going pretty good. No, not add phase. So now it's the next add phase. This was close, but we made the right call. Yep. Everything good so far. So good kiting. And escape. Go behind him. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. And now stay inside the ring. Nice. And I think... No! It was a pretty good fight. But at the end we made a slight mistake. But doesn't matter too much. I think we have everything on again. We almost have the fight won. So... not much missing. Yeah, and they died from the damage over time. This time we didn't get a prismatic jewel, but it's not that big of a problem because it's 33% chance and we got 4 in the last 5, so no problem. So this time we didn't make any profit, but we made 4.5 divines before. Yeah, so that's the fight and the chart explained.